when it was no longer my fault was when I could start saying, I'm enough. I'm beautiful. I'm worth it.
Yeah. Affirmations. Affirmations. Affirmation.
Yeah,
I am.
Change that mindset.
Well, because that's one of the ways that the predators, the narcissists, can get you is through that love language, affirmations, because we love to hear them. It's a human, natural way of being. We like physical touch. We like acts of service. There's 5 of them. There are so many ways that a predator will watch you. Oh, she likes having her stuff fixed. I'll fix her cupboards. I'll be that person.
Well, exactly. And if you think about if you were in an abusive relationship, obviously the guy didn't take you out on a date and hit you the first time.
Nope.
No. When I was with my ex, it was, he gives me money to buy my own lunch.
Gifts.
He goes to work and makes sure that I'm okay. He goes to work. He brings home the money. He trusts me in the house to take care of everything. He's filling my cup.
Yeah.
And then once my cup's full, he's like, let's drain that sucker.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a very interesting psychological process of thought. I took 3 years in a psych degree and then transferred over to creative writing. And I took that psych degree because I wanted to understand abnormal psychology.
Yeah.
That was a 3rd year class. So I had to take the first 2 years to get to that one class.
Really?
Yeah.
So my ex that this last one, like I was in an 8-year abusive relationship. This one was only 10 months, but it was worse than every single one. He was such a narcissist, and so he knew what he was doing. Like everything was a lie. You know, he would take my truck and not come home and then say, oh, my son overdosed, or my son died, or so and so died, or like the things that they do are very evil.
Well,
and very planned out.
So patterned. And you see that with a narcissist. Add on a narcissist that's an addict. And the reason that they go out is because you drove them to it.
Oh yeah. So when he left the first time, I was like, I'm such a terrible girlfriend. Like, go take my truck. Go and take your time, because you need to think. Because
I have cookies ready for you when you get home.
Right? And then after 5 days, I started, because now that this 5 days he's not here, my brain starts to go back to normal.
So you start eating the cookies.
Well, that was the 5 days he was gone. I was eating the cookies. But then I had this epiphany of I'm being taken for a ride. That's when I'm like, okay, this is done. This is done. Take my truck back. We're done. This is how this is gonna go. And then you start seeing those abusive behaviors again. It's just this nasty cycle.
Oh, it is. It's terrible. And when you go through the grief of losing a relationship, because it's a grief, it's a death.
I wasn't grieving the relationship. I was grieving the time I lost.
Well, the time you lost.